Hello, we're here. It's Sunday evening. It is around supper time. We are experiencing some good weather here today, so that's really nice. We've had a few days of cold, so it's a welcomed change. Although we have been spoiled this winter so far, we've had really good weather. So we're gonna do some cards tonight. I have a list of 20 or so names. So we'll pull the cards for the people that have commented on the previous post today. Just a little while ago, that post came out, so you had a choice of deck. So there was this one, or this one that we could pick from. So everybody has picked which deck they'd like a card from, so we will get going here. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to choose, this butterfly deck was pretty popular, so I'm going to go through and pull everybody a card that chose a card from this deck, and then we'll move on to a different deck. So first up on the list for the butterfly deck is Valerie Matlock Rolfs. So Valerie, I'm going to pull a card for you. See what your card is. Oh, okay. So your card, Valerie, is quiet. And this says, step inside yourself and find peace and press pause and breathe. So this card talks about you finding your center. You really want to get grounded and really just pay attention to what inside is saying to you. Turn off all of those things that are happening around you and just really get within yourself and listen to that voice inside your head. Do some meditating, and that's really going to help you at this point, Valerie. So really just paying attention to those sorts of things. I think you are very intuitive, and tuning into those things, getting to that quiet place and just trusting yourself is key to you right now. So if that's what you're doing, keep doing what you're doing. This will be a check mark along your path. But if you haven't had time to do as much meditating as you would have liked, this card is telling you to make sure you make time for that. That first and foremost, meditation is going to be great for you, okay? So let's see now who is next. Butterfly, Kathy Wilson Desormo picked the butterfly deck as well. So we'll see what your card is, Kathy. Losing my cards here. Hi, Donna. So in case you're just tuning in, I'm going to go through and pull everybody a card that picked from the butterfly deck first, and then I'll move on to another deck. It'll just help things go a little bit quicker because there are quite a few of you that picked cards today. So Kathy Wilson Desormo, your card is Money Tree. Now this card says, start picking, financial success is now yours. I feel like there's some extra bills and things actually, Kathy, that have maybe come up for you. It could be, I don't know, from Christmas or whatnot, but this feels like you've got some money going out as opposed to coming in. So maybe a delay in money that's coming in, or that you have some extra bills to clear up. So maybe some outstanding debts, but I do feel like after this gets cleared up, it's like a one-time thing. So, you know, if it's like a washer and dryer or a new appliance that you need to purchase, then that would be a bigger expense, except it's something that you use, so it's not really, nothing that you're wasting money on, I don't think. But I do feel like it's something that is a purchase that you may have to make, and it's a good purchase. It's something that's going to help you, and if it's not a purchase, it could be just back bills or things like that, an unexpected bill. possibly. So that's your card, Kathy. So let's see. Christine Schroeder, you picked the butterfly deck as well. So we'll see what your card is. One jumped out, so we'll go with this one. Looks like you're looking for balance right now. Your card says balance, and it says this is one of the keys to life. All things must be evened and balanced. So this is likely something that you're working on right now, Christine, finding balance in your life. Some things may be a little bit unbalanced, and there may be a little bit of rocking the boat or something like that. So this card is telling you just keep focusing on the balance, find your balance. If you're balanced within yourself, that allows you to be balanced in your external life as well. So balance is key. So whatever it is that's happening for you right now, balance is key. So find the balance and everything else will follow. And I think this should be a good maybe motto for you to go through the year of 2019 is balance. So I feel like balance is going to be a big thing for you. And once you conquer balance, you can do anything. So that's really a good card for you, and I feel like that'll last throughout the year of 2019. Next on the butterfly list is Courtney Holenga. So Courtney, oh my goodness, my cards are jumping out everywhere. So Courtney, you chose the butterfly deck. And I feel there's Courtney, a presence for you, maybe a grandfather. It feels like an older gentleman that's coming through for you as well. So let me know if that makes sense for you. He just wants to let you know that he's here and he's around and supporting you, and he knows what you're going through, and he is here to help you and support you at this time. So Courtney, your card is Teacher. And this card says, when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. So I almost feel like you're doing some teaching, actually. You know, and of course, every time we teach, we do learn something as well. But I do feel like you're teaching, whether it's children or adults, or you're just coaching friends along in life. But I do feel like you're providing some leadership, and you're really teaching somebody or a group of someone to help them along. So make sure and do your homework. You don't come to class unprepared. So this card talks about you know, make sure you've got notes and a good guideline and a good structure to get you through whatever it is that you're teaching. Make notes and do those sorts of things. So that'll really help you, and it'll help whoever it is that you're teaching. If you are the student at this time, make sure you're taking notes, because one day you will be teaching somebody to do what you're learning to do right now. I feel like intuitively that you are learning about your intuition as well. So journal, write everything down, take notes on everything, and that'll help you. So let's see who's next for the butterfly deck is... Oh, we're almost done with the butterfly deck. Sheila, you chose the butterfly deck. So let's see what your card is. Oh, this is a good one. Luck. So this says luck, lady luck is on your side. Plurals of luck are coming now. So you're probably thinking, well, it's about time. Might be a good time to buy a ticket. I don't know. But it feels like things are going to start to fall into place for you. And, you know, there may be a goal or something that you've been circling and just can't seem to complete, or tasks that are, you know, seem to be leading nowhere, or, you know, just can't seem to cross that finish line, this is going to help you, and things are really going to start to close off, and you're going to be able to do the things that you like to do, and within balance. So this is a really good card. There's balance here. There's you're feeling centered. You're going to be feeling better starting right now this week. Probably with the cycle of the moon, you're going to be feeling better than you have in a long time. So take advantage of that and just really join into that. I'm being told to pick another one. So animal companion is the other one for you, Sheila. And it says you are surrounded by the love of animals on this side and on the other side. So these two go hand in hand. So these animals are going to be helping you feel grounded and meet your goals, and also are going to give you some strength, some encouragement, that sort of thing. And you've got animals on the other side that are helping you along as well. So great cards for you. All right, Jessica, Caitlin, you chose the butterfly deck also. So again, if you're just joining, I am going through, first I'm doing whoever chose the butterflies. So if you chose the butterfly deck, I'm actually on the last, nope, there's one more after this. So almost done with the butterfly deck, and then we'll move on to another deck. But I just thought I'd do one deck at a time and go through the people that chose that deck, just so that it would move along a little quicker. So Jessica, there's two cards flying out here. Well, that's cool. All right, so the first card that comes out is this one. And it says, first place, you did it, great job, applaud yourself. And the second one that comes out for you is this one. And this one says, victory, triumph, and success are now yours. So this is like double success. So you're being given a pat on the back right now. You're doing a good job. I feel like this is symbolic, I think, to two children as well. So first child, second child, that you're doing a good job. This is a sign from the universe that you're being a good mom, and you are doing everything in the right way. So I feel like this too is talking about how we will treat each child a little bit differently depending on what they need. And I think you are intuitively able to do that, and to tune into what each child needs. So as opposed to being exactly fair with each of them, and you know, saying they both get the same thing, that you are maybe tuning into saying, no, this is what this child needs and this is what this child needs. So that's really important, to be able to tune into that. You are going to want to watch for rainbows, so that's a sign. I know we're in winter right now, but these rainbows can be anywhere, in a book, in online, all of those things. That's going to be a sign for you. And this is telling you good job, and good job. So really a nice pat on the back from the universe. Keep going, keep doing what you're doing, because it's working. And I feel like you are happier now than you have been in a while. So just appreciate you. Okay. And last for the butterfly deck for now is Amy Pickering-Ard. Shuffle these up real good. And then I think we'll go on to the second deck, maybe. Maybe we'll work backwards this time. So, let's see. Amy, what your card is. Your card, Amy, is Keys to Life. So this says love, peace, forgiveness, and balance. So I feel like you've really been working on this and really trying to get balance in your life to get things to fall into place. And you've really taken the reins and are really just figuring out how these things all work together. So balance is important for you. I feel like you're learning to love yourself in a different way. You're really just starting to appreciate yourself, and this is going to overflow to others. So reminding you that you can't help others with an empty cup and all of those things. So taking care of yourself first, and that's really going to help you to care for others. And, again, if you're centered within yourself, that's going to help you to help others and go from there. I do see you helping people as well. So, again, make sure that you're taken care of so that you can help others. Okay, I feel like this is career related, so I'm not sure if this is true for you now or if this is coming up for you, but I do feel like you are helping a lot of people in your life right now. Okay, so that's great. So I think we'll go on to the second deck now, which is the green one. So if you pick, so again, if you're just tuning in, we are, I'm just choosing the deck. I guess if you chose the deck, butterfly deck, you went first. If you chose this green deck, I'm going to pull all of those cards now. And if you chose the first deck, we'll do that one last. And then I'll just circle back around to make sure I didn't miss anybody. And we'll go from there. So, let's see. This first card is for Vicky Marshall, chose the green deck. Vicky. Let's see. Teach. So, I feel like you're learning a lot, Vicky, about maybe not formally, but you are learning a lot about life and balance and oh, you are here. Hi, Vicky. So I do feel like you're learning a lot maybe about yourself internally with business. There's lots of informal things that you're learning about, even if you're not sitting down with books in front of you. I feel like you're learning. It could be spirituality. It could be how to deal with certain people, how to deal with your children, your staff, those sorts of things. But I do feel like there's a lot of that going on. And I feel like you really need to learn confidence within yourself and just trust that you are who you are for a reason. And I'm seeing lots of yellow, so radiating your confidence and just self-esteem, willpower, all of those things will relay into there. So focus on your solar plexus chakra. That's the energy centers in the body, in case somebody doesn't know what chakras are. Those are, there's 7 major energy centers in our body. So focus on balancing that one, and I feel like everything else will start to follow for you. You've got lots of people looking up to you, lots of people that respect you, and this is really a great card about teaching as well as learning. So again, with the other person who had the teaching card, I can't remember who it was, but definitely just trust yourself and have confidence that you are leading a group, even if you don't think you are. So trust in yourself, and that's going to help you help others. Okay, let's see who's second on this list. Bobby Gear Sexton, you chose the second deck as well, so let's see what this card says for you. I'm going to choose one from the center here for you. Dedicated effort. So this card is about abundance, so but steady abundance. So this is something that you're working on, or you need to focus on finishing a project. There may be some loose ends that you're not quite finished up with, or a new project that you're wanting to start. So this tells you when you do start a new project to step back and look at the big picture, because sometimes when we're stuck in the middle of a project, we see the starting point and we lose sight of the finish line and how far we've come to get to where we are. Maybe if we're bored or overwhelmed, or the project starts taking too long. So this reminds you to step back, take a look at the project and how far you've come so far, because this is going to give you the motivation to finish your project. I hope that makes sense. So just appreciate how much work you've put in, but don't give up and don't stop, because you're in this for the long run. So this card reminds you to keep going and to finish your project. So hopefully that makes sense for you, Bobby. Let's see here. I see chose this card. Donna Lee, you chose this deck. Got a couple more from the green deck, and then we'll move on to the last deck. So Donna, let's pick a card for you and see. Your card is Confront, Donna. So this card suggests that there's something that you've been holding back from doing, or something that you're fearful of moving ahead for. So this card is encouraging you to go for it, do it. And what you think might be in the shadows, as soon as you get a little bit closer, it's not going to be as scary or as dark anymore. So just keep moving forward, and even though you maybe can't see what's around the corner, this card tells you that just take that next step and you'll know what to do next. So I feel like you're very intuitive too, and you very much just kind of know things, or have gut feelings and know what's going on, or know that, oh, this feels good or this doesn't feel good. So pay attention to that too, and this is going to help you. There might be two choices that are coming up for you. So, whether you decide to go left or go right, I think you really just need to trust that you're making the right decision. And there's going to be red flags in the way not to go, Donna. So choose the way that there's not the red flags, okay? Bigger isn't always better. But, just pay attention to what it is that's happening for you, and just follow your intuition and trust that the grass isn't always greener on the other side. But, just watch, and if there are red flags, then take that as a sign to not go in that direction, okay? All right, let's see now. Tracy CH is the initials here. So Tracy, you chose this deck as well. And I see there's some people commenting still on the original post, so I'll circle back around to that when we're done. But Tracy. So this card for you, Tracy, is Find Balance. So you may have been circling these ideas, wondering what to do next, wondering what's going to happen for you next. Really just get grounded and try and find yourself. Do some grounding exercises to work maybe on your base chakra, those sorts of things. But this tells you that when you find the balance, you'll know it, and to focus on finding that balance. So, something may happen over here which directly affects what happens over on this side. So just pay attention to that, and, what you put out is what you get back. So that really helps with that. Focus on the horizon. You're going to focus on long-term goals. You're going to focus on finding your center, and that affects the people around you. So when you are able to find your center, that's really infectious, and that affects all those around you. I feel like you may be in a leadership role, possibly in your work or something, in your life. You are in a leadership role, so it's important to keep those wheels turning and keep everything moving along. And I feel like that's a big deal for you, and you like to keep things moving, but you also like to know what's happening. So, you know, if it's predictable, that's good and that's secure for you. So I find that that's going to be your thing over the next couple weeks, is you're going to be just trying to find balance and make things run in balance, which is really great. So let's see here. Now the next card is Larissa Spendiff. So you chose the green deck. This one's popping out for me. This card says love. So more so than anything else, I feel like you need to love yourself, and you need to focus on yourself and what it is that makes you happy. I feel like, you know, guys come and guys go out of life, and this card tells you that you can count on you, and you know that you can count on you. So really just focus on that and how to make yourself happy. You know, you're working on self-worth, self-esteem, all of those good things, so that when a guy does come along for you to have a relationship with, that you are going to have enough confidence to have a strong relationship. And I think that's really important. So focus on yourself and happiness for yourself. Now, I see one more over here on the original post for Sheena Johnson. I'm going to do this one for you too, just because you chose this deck. Let's see what this card is for you, Sheena. Okay, Sheena. Daydreams and decisions. So this card talks about possible choices that you have to make, or possible choices that you should make, maybe to better your life. This talks about speaking up for yourself and speaking out for what's right. So listen to your higher self. This card is going to help you elevate and improve and move on to attaining some goals. So I think it's really, really important for you to speak your mind. Sometimes you maybe don't know what to say, or hold back from saying what you want to say just because you don't want to hurt someone's feelings, or you say, oh, it'll pass, and you know, you just let things go without saying anything. And this card tells you it's important to communicate and say what you need to say, and really just focus on saying those things with love and with compassion, because you don't want to, you know, you don't want to say things to hurt people's feelings, but you do need to get your point across, and not just hold everything inside, because in order to be healthy, we need to discuss and talk about what's bothering us and what's happening there. So love yourself and love others with your words. But so communication is listening, talking, writing, all of those things. So just focus on your communication right now, and that's going to help you get into the places where you need to go. Well, let's see. Let's go into deck number 1. So this is the animal deck. I really like this deck. It's got some really cool messages. So we'll see. I see, Valerie, you popped on. Not sure if you're still here, but I did your reading. So who's first on our list for the animal cards? Marie Linda Gravel. You chose this deck. So let's see what your card says. Skunk Spirit. So Marie, this talks about, it says, Skunk Spirit, know your worth. So skunks, if you watch a skunk, is very, they can be very playful, very fun. So this is encouraging you to have some fun and just have some confidence in yourself. You know, if you watch a skunk, they really swagger and move along, you know, at their own pace. They're not really pressured by anything. And really they're harmless, they're not aggressive, they are not harmless, they're not harmful unless they're frightened and maybe protecting their young. So they are very protective over their babies and you know, so people and things that you care about, this suggests that you are protective about. But really, bottom line, it's encouraging you to step out and have some fun and enjoy yourself. And that's going to help you at this time. Sometimes we get stuck in, you know, work, and we maybe get stuck in our same routine. So this card encourages you, get out, do something different. And you're really going to appreciate yourself for letting you do that, and know your worth. That's exactly what it is. So know your worth and appreciate yourself for who you are. All right, so Kathy Huckalak, you are next. You chose deck number 1. My cards are getting out of control here. So Kathy. Feeling a grandmother around you too, Kathy. So someone that's with you always seems like a smaller lady or a short lady. So she's always with you. I'm sure you feel her around you, but that's who is coming through for you at this point. So so your card, Kathy, is Buffalo Spirit. The abundant universe will provide. So you may have trouble seeing this right now. You may be trying to find the Buffalo Spirit. So this is trying to help you get on track. So Buffalo is very abundant, very, very good for prosperity, good for setting goals, good for all of those things. Now I think that it being a full moon, blood moon we're working on right now, but and an eclipse and all that sort of good stuff. But Buffalo Spirit helps you to stay focused, stay in your mind, stay on track. That's going to lead you to abundance. So really just focus on where it is that you want to go. Focus it on where you came from and those skills that you've accumulated over the years, and put those skills to work. And that's going to help you to get through into the future and to your next stage. So remember your heritage. Remember that good work takes time, and good work will lead you to where it is that you need to go. So really just focus. This is a lot about business. So I'm not sure if you're working on a new business or a new business idea, or if it's just working on what you've already got going on. But if you are contemplating doing starting up a new business or doing some work on your business, then this is a really good time to do that. So yeah, Buffalo Spirit, that's good. It's a good time to finish a new chapter too, and finish the old chapter, start a new chapter as well. So Buffalo's really good for it's a transition piece too. So it's a really good time for you to work on starting to write your new chapter. Julie Miller, you chose the first deck as well. So this is the animal deck. Let's see what your card is. The artwork on these cards is amazing. Julie, I see solar plexus chakra for you too. So really just want you to focus on your confidence, willpower, all of those things I think are valid for you right now that are associated with the solar plexus chakra. So finding your center, and that's going to help you to expand and go from there. So appreciate yourself. And Ant Spirit is your card. So this one says time to collaborate. Now this card talks about teamwork. Don't be afraid to ask for help. All of the puzzle pieces do go together. Sometimes you need a little help to get there. Sometimes we need to look at things from a different angle in order to make them fit, or, you know, so be open to all of those things that think outside the box. You want to be open to changes. You want to be open to seeing things from a new perspective. And I think that's really great. So teamwork is helpful, knowing when to ask for help and knowing when to jump in and give help to others too. So it's just kind of a cycle that really is helpful. So that's great. That's a good teamwork card. I like that one. Let's see. Holly Danielle is the next one that chose this deck. So oops. This one jumped out, so I'm going to go with it. Hummingbird Spirit, be here, be now. So this may be something that you're struggling with, is being in the moment, Holly. So really just focus on finding your balance and finding yourself. You know, I think that it's easy for you to move from task to task to task and maybe not have it finished before you move on to the next thing. So this tells you just stay long enough to get it finished. Get in the moment. That's going to reduce anxiety. That's really going to help you to appreciate yesterday and appreciate tomorrow. And you can't see those things if you don't sit still long enough. So you really just want to focus on those things and focus on being in the moment and appreciate those little things. So, you know, if we are anxious, a really great activity is identify 5 things that you can see, 5 things that you can smell, 5 things that you can taste, you know, and just kind of go through the list, and that'll really help to bring you in the moment. Meditation will do that as well. So if you are struggling for balance and for just wholeness, it's going to help you to be in the moment. So hopefully that's some good advice that you can try out. Tammy Sear, you chose the first deck as well. So let's see what your card is. Again, falling out. Okay, so Vulture Spirit is your card. And this card says nothing is wasted. So pay attention to everything that's around you. Everything that's around you is around you for a reason, and really just pay attention and appreciate everything that is around you, and everything is happening for a reason. So this tells you nothing is wasted, and I like that in terms of life experiences. So appreciate everything that's happening within your life. They say nothing happens to us. Our choices are affecting what's happening to us. So instead of things happening to us, we are in control of what happens, and what happens to us happens for a reason or a result of something that we've done. So really just try to use all those situations in your life and appreciate them. Now this also tells you rise above and really just try to see things from the big picture and see things from above the situation. So if you can step back and see things from outside of or above, vultures can fly very high. So this is talking about also if you can see things from the big picture, then that's going to help you to really just expand and help others and help yourself as well. Okay, Heather Hagerman. This is a card for you. Whoops, dropping cards here. cards get out of control. All right, so Heather, let's see what your card is. Whoops. How many? You got 2 jumping out here, so we'll go with this. Okay, so the first card that's jumping out is Antelope Spirit. Life is speeding up. So you may feel like you're not ready to transition or ready to move on or ready for life to take that next step. You are ready. Just go with the flow. Really just don't worry so much about what's happening and that life is transitioning. Just appreciate it and go with it. Now this is going to bring some balance to you. So you may feel off balance and maybe not quite ready to take that next step forward, but this card talks about you being ready and you are in that space and it's time for you to move on. You don't want to sit too long in one spot, especially in certain things in our lives. It's nice to be able to move on to the next thing, even though we don't maybe feel ready to do that. So this tells you don't be afraid, carry on with that. Now, the second card that fell out for you is Koi Fish. And this one says there is always enough. So whether you're moving on, you feel not ready, this tells you, yes, you have enough support, you have enough knowledge, you have enough of what it is that you need to move forward. So what's going to happen is when you move on, this is going to bring you balance and it's going to help you and teach you to go with the flow and really just it may be a little bit awkward at first, but you're really going to settle in and it's really going to help your confidence and help you to go with the flow and just settle into your surroundings. So really just go for it, okay? Whatever it is that's happening, just go for it because you're ready, even if you don't know you're ready. Who else chose card 1? Barb, Gamble, and Steve. So let's see what your card is, Barb. So again, just to recap, we started with the butterfly deck. So whoever chose the butterfly deck, I chose all those cards first. And then whoever chose the green deck, we did that card next. And now we're doing the animal cards. So Barb, Gamble, and Steve. Let's see what your card is. White Raven Spirit. So this talks about trust in the magic. I think what it is that you're working on right now, this could be, I feel like this is personal stuff that you're working on, Barb, whether it's intuition or mental growth, emotional forgiveness, emotional healing, trust in the magic. And I think that this is, and I'm going to say, I don't know where this is coming from, but double down right now. So whatever you do is going to have double the effect. I feel like there's really a lot of power in what you're doing. It's good timing for you. And just trust it. Spread your wings. You can see the feathers on this are kind of, they're beautiful if you look at the picture. But they're not smooth. So there's some work to do, but you really just need to trust in that. Communicate to yourself. Allow yourself to communicate to yourself what it is that you need to happen. Journal. Write things down. I feel like you really get messages randomly as well. So really just journal. Write this down. Trust in the purity of the universe. And cleansing rituals, so whether you're smudging or things like that, write something down that's bothering you and burn it and allow that smoke to go up. You really need to release some things in order to make room for new things. So this is going to be a cleansing and healing time for you. I feel like that's it in a nutshell. So really focus on that, and that's going to be good. It's going to be good for you. So it's just kind of a cycle that's starting for you right now. So just follow it through, see where it leads you, because I feel like you're going to be able to release a lot of things, especially throughout this entire year. And really looking back, if you look at this date a year from now, looking back, you're really going to find that you've made a lot of progress and a lot of healing has taken place. So this is really great. I think that's it. I'm just going to double check the live feed here. But I think we've got everybody. Just going to double check. I've got a couple devices happening here, so I can try and keep track of everybody who's commenting and everybody who wanted a card. So that I don't want to leave anybody out. But yeah, it looks like we've got everybody, so we are golden. Perfect. So yeah, I just thought it would be nice to do some live cards. We haven't done this in a while, and I apologize. I try to do this every once in a while, except life happens and things get really busy and crazy. So I had a few extra minutes between readings today, so I thought that I would try and do this for us all. So hopefully we can do this sooner rather than later again, but I will also continue to post every couple of weeks the card choices. So where you pick card 1, 2, 3, or 4. I'm going to try and do that as well. So I'm going to keep doing that. This week I'm not going to do that just because we are doing this live instead. But back in a couple of weeks, we'll do another card choice where you can choose the card that you're drawn to the most. So thanks for participating, and I will see you again soon. Bye for now.